there's mixed feelings, but we're very confident that we cannot be ruled by foreign nationals, especially illegal migrants in this country.
The spokesperson of Operation Dudula said a foreigner can never rule over them. A foreigner can never decide for them what is right or what is wrong in their own country. That they have every right to decide for their country what is right and what is wrong, because they were being charged to court without them even knowing that they've been charged to court. They got to find out that they've been charged to court on the internet. Who does that? How can you charge a certain individual, or rather an organization, to court without them knowing? They got to know that they've been charged to court on the internet. I don't know who does that. Hi beautiful people, welcome back again to this space. This is your getting now a little bit of everything. In case you are seeing this face for the very first time, like I do say, please do not make it your last. Do it to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you always be the first to get notified each time I upload a video. And if you are a returning subscriber, like you are always coming back to come watch my videos, thank you very much for always coming back to come watch my videos. Over the week, the Operation Dudula were sued to court. They were sued to court because of the tension between them and some said illegal foreigners, spaza shop owners. There were so many tensions, and they got to sue them to court. That is, this foreigners that came to South Africa that owns a shop had to sue them to court because they said these people are harassing them and they are violating their human rights. Let's watch.
About, I suppose, the feeling as the president at the moment, and certainly within Operation Dudula, as you see this trial play out. I mean, is it a big concern for you, the future for Operation Dudula?
Hi, Naledi, good evening, and good evening to the viewers at home. I must say that there's mixed feelings, but we're very confident that we cannot be ruled by foreign nationals, especially illegal migrants in this country. We've been following the case for the past 2 days, and I must say that I became more confident when the two representatives, one from SAPS and one from the Home Affairs, when they've stated very clear that there's no bond that we have with them, but rather in every time when we go do operations, because we are an organization that wants to do things within the confines of the law. So every time when we do our operations, we go and apply for the likes of Section 205 and make sure that we do have police visibility within our operations. I think that's what the applicant doesn't understand, is that we do apply because we respect the laws of this country, so we do go and apply. That's why they'll see police visibility in our operations. But I must say that we cannot be silenced. I said this, and I know it became another threat today when we started at court, that I had tweeted that we will not be silenced. I mean, the voices of citizens cannot be silenced because of people feeling that we are harassing them. I mean, these people came here to this country unlawfully so, and we cannot allow people to be lawless in this country. We've been advocating for non-lawlessness in this country, and we're not going to stop. So I'm not afraid, and I know that we will continue being the mouthpiece of South Africans, and we will just wait for the judgment, because the judgment was reserved. And until then, and I'm hoping that the judge will think twice and, be patriotic when they have to make this decision, because there is nothing wrong that we have done. All we are saying is that we want people to come into this country lawfully, and they must abide by the laws of this country. That's all that we are saying.
Yeah, I think we're obviously going to analyze what an operation of Operation Dudula actually looks like, and even that Section 205 that you've talked about. But with this, with the sitting in the Johannesburg High Court, you've got Kopanong, Africa Against Xenophobia, Abahlali Basemjondolo, Inner City Federation, SA Informal Traders Forum, all under the umbrella of SERI coming forward to argue the case against Operation Dudula, the argument being that you are harassing foreign nationals. But in the matter, in the High Court, Operation Dudula in and of itself, not partaking. So can you talk to me about why you're seeing that? I believe that your Treasurer General, Solomon Kekana, has said that that you, as Operation Dudula, knew nothing about the case that, you know, some of these organizations are saying has been in the works for 2 years. So how is it that you're at a point where you did not know that this was coming and as a result are not able to partake in a High Court process that is about your very operation?
So firstly, we are a legal entity and we have communication desk, we have email addresses of an organization. You can't be relying on someone's personal email address when wanting to serve them. Yes, we had received the first one, but we knew nothing about the sitting. I mean, when we first saw this, we saw it on social media platform when someone was asking that, I see that you guys are appearing in court on Tuesday. And that's when we started digging deeper that what's happening, what's the whole case about and all that, and only to find out that it's this one of the series. But, you know, these things, we do understand this in this instances. Sometimes there will be some sort of sabotage and all that, but I don't wanna put it like that for now, because I don't understand why is it that they couldn't try to get hold of us. I mean, they've got our contacts. If they saw that we're not responding, they should have contacted us. They should have used an organization email rather of a personal email of somebody within the organization. But that's a story for another day. We were not represented in court, and that's the unfortunate part of it.
But I mean, surely this is a concern that you're unable, and perhaps this is something that you want to tackle now. Is there a sense that Operation Dudula is running out of platforms to be able to speak as a result of what some are calling perhaps a divisive narrative by the organization?
So that's the same reason why Solomon, because Solomon is also one of the founding members, went to court to go and plead with the judge to say that we knew nothing about this. I mean, even on social media platforms, nothing was said about this case. Only in the past, I think, 2 days, just before the sitting, then that's only when it started gaining traction that we are appearing in court. And I will not blame ourselves as Operation Dudula, but I would blame your likes of series, the applicants especially. But there's no time for blaming game now. We must just wait for the judgment and see how best do we remedy the situation after the judgment, because I don't know how is the judge going to judge us as Operation Dudula, because we were not represented, but the case rather is all about us as Operation Dudula. So we needed to be given that opportunity to respond, whether yes, we were late or whatsoever, but we needed to be given that opportunity.
Okay, let's look at some of the arguments that are being put on the table though by the applicants. Seri putting forward yesterday in the court that Operation Dudula's conduct is unlawful, saying that Operation Dudula incites violence and hatred. What do you say to that?
So, you know, for the past 5 years, we have been labeled as a vigilante group, especially by the president of this country. And it doesn't shake us that there's another group of people that are saying that we're doing things outside the confines of the law, because they are at the wrong side of the law. I mean, what we're fighting for here is genuine. We are saying that people must come to this country, they must be documented. If you're coming here to this country to do business, you must have your documents, you must have your business visa, and you must invest a minimum of 5 million. And it must be a scarce skill. It doesn't just end with you just having a passport. I mean, one of the applicants is, I think, inner city informal traders. That's supposed to be that space is supposed to be reserved for South Africans, and we unapologetically still going to continue, because the space is supposed to be for locals.
Yeah.
I mean, informal traders is supposed to be for locals, and we always have law enforcers with us. And at times when you get to places, we do ask them whether you documented or not. If they're saying they do have documents, we do hand them over to the law enforcers to say that you need to verify them, because yes, we know that we are not allowed to be checking people's documents and all that.
But you are
yes.
so you are approaching foreign nationals as Operation Dudula members and asking for documents, because the argument that's being put forward here is that that is work that is to be done by authorities, by police and immigration officers, that it is not your purview to walk up to anyone and ask them to show you any identity document.
But that's the picture that I'm trying to paint here, is that we go together with the law enforcers because they are part of that specific operation, because we had applied lawfully so. And when we approach them, yes, we will ask you whether you documented or not. And if they want to produce documents, it's now the right of the official to check those documents and not us as Operation Dudula members. And that's basically what we have been doing. Yes, we do ask them. I will not shy away from that, because when we approach foreigners, they need to tell us whether they documented or not. And if they are documented, then they need to give the officials their documents.
But the view is that very act is unlawful, Zandile. That's the argument here, is that you may be accompanied by authorities, and that perhaps may be as a way of ensuring that there is no incitement of violence. Perhaps you can talk to me about how it is that you come to that agreement. But for a citizen to approach another individual and ask for their identity, the argument being put on the table is that that is unlawful.
Naledi, let me say this. You can't walk into a room full of foreign nationals and just keep quiet. It's up to us as patriots to play our part. I mean, there's also citizens' arrest. I know that it's unlawful for us to be asking for documents, but we have no option because we don't have enforcers that are doing that. That's why we are forcing them to do it. We are with them, then they should do it at that time. That's why we are with them, because we can't do it at that specific time. We don't have the right to do it. But because you as a law enforcer, you are there to just monitor the situation, why don't you just do it? Because that's also part of your job.
But you are admitting that it is unlawful.
Yes, it is unlawful because we are not officials. We are not immigration officers. But as citizens, concerned citizens of this country, we can apply citizens' arrest.
You have seen for yourself, or rather you've heard for yourself, as the drama unfolds, we will be bringing you all the details and all the highlights. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of this. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye for now.